Welcome back to LearnWire. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Voxxi. I believe that's how you would pronounce it. And Voxxi is a project management tool. And so you can come through here and look at this. You can actually bring in a spreadsheet view, Kanban. You can create Kanbans. I'll see if we can start one inside the app, social business. So basically, these apps are becoming more popular because they're trying to solve kind of the issue of when you have a community or you have a team that you're working with, you end up using multiple tools, and they're trying to kind of fit everything into one box, which makes sense, right? Scheduling appointments, meetings, chat, Kanban and project management, and a task list, all that into one roof is really kind of the way to go with managing a team, so that you don't have to give out several login informations and be confused on, oh, which app is it on? Oh no, we're not meeting on that app. We were actually supposed to be meeting on Facebook. So they're starting to build these super clean interfaces and tools. And apparently this one has an app builder as well, and it doesn't require any coding. And then there's a marketplace. So we'll see what we have time to look at without the video going too long. This looks like it just launched here. Let's see when it launched. So about January 29th. So it's been out about 10, 11 days. And what you're getting on the lifetime deal, $49. That's a really good price to come in and get 5 lifetime license usages of the workspace and apps, unlimited organizations, workspaces and apps, grid calendar, forms, and Kanban views, 50,000 records per workspace, 50,000 records per workspace, and you can use up to 5 workspaces. So that's a lot. What is that? 250,000 records, 25 gigabytes of storage, unlimited guests, full revision history, email support, forms internal and external, social marketing, and unlimited users with the social domain. So that's pretty cool. Let's see right here. We do have somebody that left a 5 taco review and they really liked it. So we're going to go and dive in real quick. This is what the site actually looks like. I like to scroll through and just see the different things that you can do. Personalize your engagement, and you can move things around. So we'll go and look at tasks. And then you can connect Google Drive, Calendar, Microsoft 365, Dropbox. I connected one of my Google Drives to it, so that's cool. We'll look at that. It says it's security and privacy, data encrypted, backed up data, workflow processes. So here's the things that you can do, everything you need in one place. Task management. This is what I would use for one of my teams that I'm managing. So task management is huge for me. I currently use Trello for my Kanban task management and team management. But if this could be a replacement for that, then I would be considering picking this up as well. Fully customizable integrated chat, because I like how, because right now we're using Skype and then we're using Trello. So we use 2 different places, and then we also use email. So we could somehow get everything under one roof. That would be really cool. Meeting scheduling, social collaboration, a nice calendar, project management, web and mobile, automated workflows, CRM, granular access, and fully upgradable. So super cool stuff. Let's go. I like to go and see what their pricing will end up looking like. So what their pricing is, you can go with a free plan, kind of like Trello, for a little bit. Let's see, workspaces, records per workspace. So there'll be a limit on that, and storage only 1 gigabyte. Okay. And then you have the $10 per month. So it looks like they're kind of modeling like Trello a little bit. But you are getting a ton with the lifetime deal. You're getting 25 gigabytes of storage. And you're on the records. What are you getting on records? 50,000 records per workspace. And then you can have 5 workspaces. So that's going to give you this one right here. So it looks like you're coming in at least the plus level. It looks like you're coming in at the plus, 50 gigabytes of storage. 25 gigabytes of storage. Okay. So it looks like you're coming in at this level, about the plus level, which is really good. And that's annual. So actually monthly, it's $12.50. So after about 4 months of paying, you would already come into profit if you picked up the lifetime deal. So let's go in and log in and check out the tool. So I'm on my dashboard. I already uploaded a photo over here in my, I put a team photo up here. So you can actually have a team photo, a logo, and you can also have a profile picture. I put them both as the same. enter your position, and then add business profile. So I could say, let's go over here. You click on profile, and then we'll just say project manager at David's team. And then what else do we need to put in here? You put your website in, your address, and you can also come in here and go with the business profile right here. Workspaces, add more workspaces. Services, I added Google Drive right here real easily. You just work from the left to the right, which is nice, and send an email when I receive messages or notifications. You could click that on, and then you could manually click some of these off if you wanted to, and then enable on-screen notifications. Click all these daily, send me the daily digest. Get an email every morning to catch up on activities you are involved in, including the last 40. So you could just turn everything off and then just go boom, and just have the daily digest. So I really like that. We'll push update there. And then the profile, I think there was one thing I was missing. So we'll go and look at that real quick. We'll come back over and just click on there. Oh, and then add business profile. So I ended a position, but either way, we're going to move forward. So let's look at what we can do inside of here. So we can push the plus button here, and we can just say tasks. I'm just going to say tasks for now. And then you can actually, okay, so this is where you actually build your own type app, right? So you have text, category, date, relationship, member, all kinds of different things we can do here. Money, progress, calculation, location, duration. So we might want to go with like a category. And I don't know if they have, so that's text. If they have a template, so I'm going to push cancel right here. I want to see if they have a template for the Kanban management, right? So here's procedures, and you could put in here maybe right here, let's just say we needed to publish. You could put the purpose in there, but obviously we're publishing it maybe on Amazon or something, so we're trying to make money. I'm not going to fill that part out. The procedure, and we can just put SOP, follow SOP for publishing a coloring book on something like that. And then let's just say, so if you add members, right? So I'm just going to assign this to myself, but right here is where you'd have more members. If I decide to use this, I'll add my team member in here, and then I'd actually be able to assign this to them, right? And then, and let's see if it updates automatically. I'm going to push close, and yes, it actually does. So we could have this under procedures, and they know that they have something right here to do and who's responsible for it. And then if we click on that, you could actually leave a comment because they're like 13 hours ahead of me. So we could just put a comment right here, and then when they go in next time, they will actually see the comment there. Are you sure that you want to delete this record? Nope. Okay. So that's procedures. We can go to areas, description, features right here, test case. So I'm wondering how you change out these headlines right here. So right here, we would say book title. And then I'm going to go like that. Okay. And then the area, we can add description and so forth in here. So you basically are going to take one of these that are already pre-populated, and you're going to probably find one that's laid out for what's going to be your best use case, right? And then you can just use this. I was just wondering if you could actually retitle those. I'm sure you can. Releases, bugs, sprint planning. So we have right here, you could actually come in and let's say we need to schedule something for tomorrow. You can come in here and say, publish animal coloring book, the date, we should already be on that date. I'm going to put it for that date. Sprint overview, detail the projects that are going to be included in this particular sprint, and so forth. So then you can put more information specific to actual development time. So this one looks more like it's more along the lines of, so I like that. but it looks more along the lines of the template that I said project management. So project management, and it's getting pretty elaborate in here with all these types of terminology, which is not something that I really use. That's cool. You can use week, you can look at a day, you can look at a week, and you can look at a month. So that's really cool. And project backlog, and you have a project owner, and then let's see right here, design metrics. Okay, so I'm going to go and look through something else that we can maybe look at. There's a card layout. Cannot display the content of this app. In order to display this app's content as cards, you need a category field in your app. And maybe that's the card function that we were looking at. So I'm going to go and click on here and say add. I'm going to add an app, workspace name. I'm going to call it test create. And then we're in here. And so this is kind of like the main page where you can actually look at anything that's going on inside the app. This is like the main overview and different comments and everything that's happened right here. It's kind of like the history. Okay, so I'm messing around with it. I'm trying to build my own kind of Kanban thing, but every time I go over here and try to display it as a card, whoa, actually that actually worked. So publish coloring book, and that would be able to drop to, so let's just say that this one is published to Shopify. We have a new one over here, okay, and then let's go over here and say published to Etsy. So if we had the coloring book that we had our team member create, right, then we can come in here and actually write in here any details we wanted to. We can share this by clicking this, and we can invite to test. We can share this record. A lot of things that you can do inside there. But once they're done, we can actually assign more things right here. So this is going to be, let's just say that this is just going to literally call it task 2. And then right here is your mini task 3. So this is your mini Kanban that is like using Trello, right? So you have all these tasks. You would have, your team member would come in here, and then they're done with this. They can, again, click on this, get all the details that they need about the project. And then when they're done, they should be able to drop it into here. Okay, so we have a published, that coloring book. We also did task number 2. So I'm going to move that over. Let's see if inside here they have a move button as well. Follow, modify, new, nope. Okay. And then what you do, I kind of like in other apps, you can click off of there and it will click you out automatically, but you have to click the close button. All right, so we know that when we look in here at this category, we're in this workstation test, right? And we're over here in this category over here. And we actually, for whatever reason, this one, we can delete that app. I'm going to say delete, delete this app. They actually make you type delete this app in order to delete that app. Because what I wanted to do is come in here and actually edit this and say to-do list. So this is my to-do list. And there you go. And then you can add more. So that's actually kind of cool. You could actually have multiple sections in here and multiple apps, multiple Kanban. And then when they're done, right? So we know that they have task 3 to do, but they're done. So I published this to Shopify, and then I was only able to get to publishing that one to Etsy. So we know that it was published to both once it makes its way through there, right? And you could use this for outsourcing content for blogging, right? You could actually title up here, you know, the to-do list of the topic title. Then you could say that I've hired this out. Then you could move this over to that you've received it back, then published it on the website, right? So you would know where your work is at right here. So that's cool. Let's go look at, so if you had notifications, you can always just click on the button over here and you're going to see what's going on with your team. This really works well. You got to I mean, this software is definitely for at least a team of 2 or more people to be able to communicate and talk with each other. There's so much things you can do inside of here. As far as like onboarding, you can have your organization, add your organization in here. You can add a logo, a color, and you can add employees in here, all kinds of cool stuff. There's going to be a learning curve. I will just say that. I mean, it's taken me a little bit of time to figure things out. I did go to their YouTube channel. They only have 2 videos up and they're really not that helpful. So I think that they do need to probably do a little bit more on the tutorial side. Log out, market, calendar notification. So I'm not really seeing anywhere over here where you can get help or tutorials. They really need to put together a really good tutorial system and so forth. But you know, it's a startup, so they're probably going to get to that point. You can easily get to the chat by clicking on the chat over here, and then your people, anyone that's in here would actually be down here in the lower right hand corner. That's cool. And then you can always get to your calendar right here. So that's really cool too. And like I said, you can look at it by month, week, or day. And then what we can do is, I want to go check this out. So there's a marketplace right here that they have already built different apps for you. So sales management, order and product tracking, reseller order management, basic home inventory performance management, and it'll give you a description of what it's good for. Manage the departments in your business and keep track of their performance with KPIs. Client projects, web app development. I think that's the one that we were kind of in. And you can just keep going through and looking at the startup development, event management. There's real estate brokerage and so forth. So I want to check one out, the basic home inventory, create and securely store an inventory. So you can click on that, use this workspace. And let's see right here. So we're going to call this choose a workspace or select a workspace. And this one's going to be home inventory, and hopefully they'll come up with a lot more in here. But they do have some that are already ready to go to get you started. We'll check these out real quick. So we did say use this workspace. We should be able to get back, come back over here. So we have home inventory. So here's our workspaces. So you can have multiple different workspaces, and inside those workspaces, multiple different apps inside of there, right? So different projects that you're working with is going to be right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and settings isn't going to be one. So I'm going to click on home inventory, and we're going to click right there. And so they've already added in, like right here, the item name. So let's just say that this is a, let's just say it's bleach. We want to take an inventory of bleach, and I'm just going to put the make and the model, just the test right there, and put a serial number of that description. So this could also be if you're running an inventory business, an eBay business or Amazon FBA business from your home. This could also help. I'll just say bleach to clean floors or something, right? I don't know why that was in my head. Probably because I was cleaning my windows in my car earlier today, but I wasn't using bleach. And then you could put this in clothing. I'm not seeing cleaning supplies, but let's just go ahead and just going to say office equipment. Location. Okay, that's good. Kitchen, bathroom. So we'll put bathroom in there. So we're getting all this stuff in here. Condition, and we'll just say very good. Purchased from, and let's just say you got it from Target. So this is totally just off the cuff, guys. And let's put the today's date in there. I'm not really sure what the end date of this would be. Let's see what it says up here. It just says date. I'm not really sure what the date would be. And then you could put the price in here, USD. Let's just say it's $6. And then you could add a photo in here, and then warranty information. So you can actually manage an entire inventory right in here, which is super cool. So I'm going to go close. So we have our first bleach, and it's kind of like in a spreadsheet. This is in a spreadsheet type look, right? We have category. And then once you start adding more, I'm going to put that in clothing. Perfect. Okay, so I wanted to add 2 items just so we can have something to look at, because you can actually, you could come in here and sort this based on any of these, right? Basically, if you had 2 in the bathroom location, then you'd be able to sort it by location, and it would come up like that. So you get like this spreadsheet over here, which is cool, and then even more information as you scroll over, and then you can come up here to the spreadsheet, and we can get the card look at this as well. And you could look at it from a different view, right? If that came in handy to you. Not really sure based on this kind, managing the inventory, if you would need to do that or not. But this one, you would mainly spend your time on the spreadsheet probably. So then there's just all kinds of different things that you could do with this. So that is, I don't know if there's anything else I need to cover. This is going to be kind of an all-in-one, all of your project management and your teams and communication and chat and all kinds of stuff to make you more efficient. But like I said, there will be a learning curve in here. I think that there's a lot of intricate things that you can do with this app, but initially, you guys drop a comment below what you guys think as far as just the ease of use. I think that they need to have an onboarding process, or they need to definitely have like a 5 to 10 minute tutorial right when you sign up that just walks you through all the basics, probably like the top 5, maybe spend 60 seconds on the top 5 uses of the app, right? The top 5 uses that people mainly will be using the app for, and at least make 5 videos for that, where you can select which one you're going to be using it for. Like in my case, I was very interested in the Trello application of this, right? So I'm going to go back over to the test, go back over to the to-do list. I was interested in this Kanban tool right here, and then also the fact that you can communicate inside of here and all that. So that's cool, but it took me a minute to figure that out on my own. It would be nice if they had some tutorials. So that would just be my only critique, is that the onboarding and education of the tool. I do think that you can probably do a lot of things with Voxxi. So that's it for my Voxxi review. There will be a link below that you can go check it out and pick it up. It does have a really good price tag on it for only $49, and you're getting a lot with it, one-time price. So if this is something that you need in your business, and there's all kinds of different things that you can do that I did not show in this video, where you can actually have progress bars right here and all kinds of good stuff, but they need to have more training. So go pick it up if this is something you need and you want to check it out. There's a link below. I'll see you in the next video.